From the roar of the crowd at Wimbledon to the deafening silence of a final career-ending match, the world of professional tennis is a brutal, beautiful theater. We witnessed gods ascend, players who seem invincible, who redefine the very limits of the sport. But time, as they say, is the one opponent no one can beat. Today, we're diving into the captivating stories of tennis legends, their meteoric rise to glory, and the inevitable, often heart-wrenching farewell. This is the story of how titans become mortals. Let's start with a name synonymous with grace and power. Federer. When he first emerged, with his flowing hair and flawless one-handed backhand, the world knew something special had arrived. His first Wimbledon title in 2003 was just the beginning. For years, he was untouchable. He danced on the court, making the most difficult shots look effortless. We thought his reign would never end. He collected Grand Slam after Grand Slam, becoming the first man to reach 20 major titles. He wasn't just a player, he was an artist, and the court was his canvas. But then, the cracks began to show. A younger, fiercer generation started knocking on the door. First, Rafael Nadal, his ultimate rival, who challenged him on every surface, especially the clay of Roland. Then came Novak Djokovic, a machine of consistency and mental fortitude. The Big Three ERA was born, but it also meant Roger's sole dominance was over. Injuries, a part of every athlete's life, began to take a heavier toll. A knee surgery here, a back problem there. His comebacks were celebrated, each one a testament to his love for the game. We saw him fight. We saw him win epic five-setters when everyone counted him out. But the fight grew harder. His final professional match, playing doubles alongside his greatest rival, Rafa, was a moment that transcended sports. The tears they shed weren't just for a career ending, but for the end of an era. It was a beautiful, poignant goodbye. Now, let's talk about the queen of the comeback, Serena Williams. If Federer was the artist, Serena was the warrior. She and her sister Venus burst onto the scene and completely changed the game. They brought a level of power and athleticism that women's tennis had never seen before. Serena's serve was a weapon of mass destruction. Her will to win was legendary. She didn't just play tennis, she dominated it. For over 2 decades, she was the benchmark, the one to beat. 23 Grand Slam singles titles a record in the Open era. She faced adversity, injuries, and health scares that would have ended most careers. Remember her comeback after giving birth to her daughter? Winning a Grand Slam while pregnant? It was superhuman. She wasn't just a tennis player, she was a cultural icon, breaking barriers and inspiring millions. But like Roger, the physical demands of the sport eventually caught up. The sprints weren't as explosive, the recovery took longer. Every tournament appearance became a question. Is this the last one? Her final US Open was an emotional roller coaster. The entire world watched, not just to see if she could win, but to say thank you. Each match was a celebration of her incredible career. When she finally hit her last ball, the standing ovation wasn't just for a lost match. It was for a lifetime of inspiration, for changing the face of tennis and sports forever. Her departure left a void that's impossible to fill. It's a recurring theme. Think back to Andre Agassi. He was a rock star of tennis in the 90s, with his wild hair, denim shorts, and rebellious attitude. He shot to number 1, won Grand Slams, and then he fell hard. He plummeted in the rankings, battled personal demons, and admitted he hated the very sport that made him famous. It looked like he was done. But then came one of the most remarkable second acts in sports history. He rededicated himself, fought his way back from the bottom, and completed the career Grand Slam. His farewell at the US Open, crippled by a bad back, barely able to stand, was one of the most moving moments imaginable. The crowd's applause was a thunderous thank you for his honesty, his fight, and his incredible journey. And we can't forget Maria Sharapova. She exploded onto the scene as a 17-year-old, stunning Serena Williams to win Wimbledon. With her powerful game and fierce competitiveness, she became a global superstar, one of the highest-paid female athletes in the world. She had it all. But her career was also marked by struggle. A major shoulder surgery threatened to end it all. But she fought her way back to number 1 and completed her own career Grand Slam. However, her career ultimately ended under a cloud of controversy with a doping suspension. A tough conclusion for a player who was known for her relentless fighting spirit. Her retirement announcement was quiet, a stark contrast to the loud shrieks that defined her on-court presence. So what causes the fall? It's never just one thing. It's a combination of factors. The physical toll is immense. Years of sprinting, lunging, and torquing the body lead to chronic injuries. The knees, the back, the shoulders, they all have a finite number of matches in them. And then there's the mental fatigue, the pressure to win, the constant travel, the lonely hotel rooms it grinds you down. Staying at the top is arguably harder than getting there. Every player is gunning for you, analyzing your every weakness. But perhaps the biggest factor is the relentless march of time. A new generation always arrives, younger, hungrier players who grew up watching their idols, learning from them, and figuring out how to beat them. The game evolves. It gets faster, more powerful. The strategies change. For a legend to stay on top, they have to constantly adapt and reinvent themselves. A monumental task when your body is starting to betray you. The fall of a tennis legend is a bittersweet process. It's sad to see our heroes lose a step, to watch them struggle in matches. They would have won easily in their prime, but it's also a powerful reminder of their humanity. Their final matches aren't about winning or losing. They are a celebration. It's our chance, as fans, to show our gratitude for the years of joy, inspiration, and unforgettable moments they gave us. From Federer's grace to Serena's power. From Agassi's rebellion to Nadal's relentless spirit, these legends leave behind more than just records. They leave a legacy that inspires the next generation to pick up a racket and dream. Their goodbye isn't just an end, it's a passing of the torch. Thanks for watching. Who's a tennis legend whose retirement hit you the hardest? Let us know in the comments below, and if you enjoyed this look into the world of tennis, don't forget to like this video and subscribe for more stories from the world of sports. We'll see you in the next one.